This is not just DMHA, this is M&S DMHA. Alright, welcome back to another one. Today we've got this deceiving little bastard, Oxystim by Koka Labz. So I got a bit of a history with Koka Labz pre-workouts, starting with this, Dexter, and finishing with this one, the Royal. And there was some shit in between, which we're going to forget about. But we're not here to talk about those. We're going to find out where this Oxystim fits into the equation. Now, this seems to be Koka Labz's thermogenic type of pre-workout. Different sort of formula and quite deceiving, as we're soon about to see. First up, just want to say a big thank you to my bro at crossthelimits.co.uk for sending this out to us for review. We really appreciate it, brother. Thank you. And if you want to get some money off this or any other products at Cross the Limits, use the code THECATTEST. I think it's THECATTEST or 10, or I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, get on the case. Alright, so let's take a quick look at it. Now, I love skulls, and this thing is covered in skulls, so, you know, gets top marks for me for design. Long-lasting effects, quality ingredients, high amounts of thermogenic, and suppresses appetite. So those are the promises it gives. Well, let's see if it delivers. Let's take a quick look at what's in this motherfucker. Right, so when I first looked at this formula, I thought, oh, Koka Labz, bless them. They made one for the kids. But that was me being really fucking stupid and underestimating their shit again, which I've done before. Right, you can do 1 or 2 scoops. Obviously, we're going for 2 scoops. So we have L-citrulline malate coming in at 5,000 milligrams, which is, you know, pretty low, but I don't think the intention of this pre is to get those fat ass pumps on. That's joined up with, you know, 0.5 gram of agmatine sulfate. Now we like to see that twice as big, you know, 3 times as big as that. But again, that's not really the point, I don't think. They're just going to assist with some blood flow and some, you know, smaller pumps. They're not going to be fat ass pumps, you know, not from that. We've got beta-alanine coming in at 1,600 milligrams. Now, it's half of what we usually like to see, but I can tell you right now that you can still feel this fucking beta-alanine. It's good beta, that's all I can say. Then we have pretty much the only focus ingredient coming in at 500 milligrams alpha GPC. Then we have the important stuff, really. The ureagerensis coming in at a decent 200 milligrams. We have 2-amino isoheptane, DMHA, coming in at 100 milligrams. This is not just DMHA, this is M&S DMHA. Weapons grade stuff, I think Koka Labz use. I would say that it's the most pure form of DMHA that you can get in a pre-workout. I think all of their ingredients are top notch, and that's why you can get away with doing much smaller dosages with their shit, because everything's so fucking effective, you know, that I can't say much more than that. Then we have the bit that surprised me the most about this list, which was 100 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous. Now, I thought to myself, is that even going to do anything? You know, I like to have 600 milligrams in my pre-workouts. 100 mil? Okay. So that's when I started to take this, you know, not so seriously. And yeah, that was my first mistake, really. Anyway, we get into the fat burning section next, which consists of hordenine hydrochloride at 50 milligrams, synephrine, which is my favorite fat burning stimulant sort of ingredient. Then we have niacin coming in at 25 milligrams. Now niacin, it can give you that niacin flush. It's not a far cry from beta-alanine, but you know, a huge amount of niacin is far more uncomfortable than a huge amount of beta-alanine. So you know, at 25 milligrams, this should be okay. It should give a nice little fine buzz that'll team up with the beta. Then we have yohimbine hydrochloride at 1 milligram and alpha yohimbine coming in at 0.5 milligram. There's some good looking ingredients in there. The dosages seem a little small in some areas, especially the caffeine, but is it going to matter? Well, that's what we're going to find out. Let's do the cat test. You ready, boy? Give that a sniff. What do you think? Oh, he doesn't seem to mind that one. Cool. Right, so the flavour we have is mean apple. Now, ooh, shit. Don't lick that up, Claude. Right, Koka Labz, Oxystim, mean apple, going down the hatch. Oh, it is a mean apple too. Moving on. Right, let's get the fuck out of here and see what this motherfucker can do. If you've ever thought to yourself, oh, I wonder what DMHA, feels like without caffeine interrupting it, or, what urea feels like without, the caffeine buzz getting in the way. Well, this actually is the perfect way to find out. You can sort of feel these other ingredients going on, and they're not overridden by a high amount of caffeine. You're feeling those fat burning stims going on in the synephrine and the hordenine. It's all very apparent, and they're not clouded at all by the caffeine. So this is a really interesting pre-workout to take. Ice cream. Don't underestimate this one, because it kicks in just as hard as a lot of fucking pre-workouts do. What you're getting here, you're getting to feel those other ingredients without the caffeine getting in the way. Yeah, caffeine content, it's not the be-all and end-all of a pre-workout. I really like this. It's different. This is a thermogenic type of pre-workout, so we're going to see how sweaty we can get. DMHA, most products with it in, I find it a little bit hard to breathe, and yeah, that's the case with this one, but that's something that can be controlled just by taking a break for a few minutes. If you're feeling that, if you just can't catch your breath, just fucking chill out for a bit. Yeah, there have been a couple of reviews on this that I've seen so far. The Review Bros and Supplement Throwdown. And I've got to agree with pretty much everything they say. So as you can see, sweaty fucking Betty. It's been at least 40 minutes now. And I know the DMHA has kicked in, because for me, DMHA is the ingredient for accuracy and precision. Now, when you're throwing the punches, they're landing perfectly, so it seems, to me anyway. Everything, you're not so sloppy. And that's the end of that. A really fucking productive session off a pre-workout where you really wouldn't expect so much from, but this actually delivers a hell of a lot for a small kind of package. Okay, we'll start from the beginning. Flavor was really bad. We won't even talk about it. Pumps, they're there, but they're not very significant, and I never expected them to be. Focus, I have to give it about an 8.5 out of 10 because it's really fucking good. Absolutely dialed in. Not the greatest focus I've ever had, but again, that's not the main point of this one. Energy fucking surprised me. I give the energy, it's approaching a 9 out of 10. And for something that has so little caffeine in it, it blows my mind, really does. Yeah, great fucking energy. Wow. And as for the thermogenic effects, A1, you're not sweating your tits off and really suffering like you do with high amounts of alpha-yohimbine. What you're getting here is a beautiful little synergy of these particular ingredients, and yeah, they're just working together to get a fucking nice sweat on, not uncomfortable, not out of control. Yeah, really fucking good. It's probably my favourite Koka Labz pre-workout so far, because it's the one that fucks you up the least, but it's really fucking productive. And, you know, that goes a long way. So once again, a big thank you to my bro at crossthelimits.co.uk for sending this bad boy out to us for review. So glad you did, because I'm going to be using this one quite a lot. Not every day, it's not a daily driver, but yeah, I'm going to be using this one quite often. And as I mentioned before, if you want to get some money off anything across the limits, use the code THECATTEST. Every penny helps. So intermediates to stim heads, get on the fucking case, and I'll see you in the next one.